delaying the wedding indefinitely. Heartbroken and tearful, Arike watched as Ogundare prepared to set off into the unknown on their wedding day. She pleaded with a long time ago, in the ancient Yoruba kingdom of Ile-Ife, nestled amidst the lush forest and rolling hills, there lived a valiant warrior named Ogundare, known throughout the land for his courage and honor. Ogundare was the pride of his village, Ilaja. Ogundare was betrothed to a maiden named Arike, whose beauty and grace were matched only by her kindness and wisdom. Arike is the daughter of the village chief. Ogundare and Arike has been betrothed right from childhood, and the villagers eagerly anticipated their union, and preparations for their traditional wedding were in full swing. However, fate had other plans, because on the very day of their wedding ceremony, news arrived that the sacred artifacts of their tribe, the golden Ogun, had been stolen from the sacred shrine. This brought a lot of pain and sorrows to the villagers of Ilaja, because it is said that the sacred golden Ogun was said to possess the power to bring prosperity and abundance to the land, and its loss plunged the villagers into despair. The elders of the land pondered on what to do and declared that Ogundare must embark on a perilous quest to retrieve it, therefore delaying the wedding indefinitely. Heartbroken and tearful, Arike watched as Ogundare prepared to set off into the unknown on their wedding day. She pleaded with him to stay, questioning whether he truly valued their love or if the quest was more important to him. Ogundare reassured Arike of his love and promised to return victorious, but Arike would not shake the feeling of doubt and betrayal that lingered in her heart. She lamented, saying, "Is Ogundare the only person in the village that can go in search of the golden stuff?" Ogundare kept reassuring Arike that he will be back soon. As Ogundare journeyed deep into the enchanted forest and treacherous mountains, his thought went back to Arike. He longed to hold her in his arms again, to see the joy in her eyes as they exchanged their vows of love and devotion. Actually, Ogundare is on his way to the 7 rivers beyond, where he was told that the thief who stole the golden artifact from the shrine lived. He was called a warrior who wanted the golden artifact for himself alone, and so Ogundare set out to go fight this warrior to get back the golden artifacts that stood as a progress to their land. Days turned into weeks and then into months, and there was no sign of Ogundare's return. Arike found herself drawn in despair. The villagers wondered what could have happened to Ogundare. They searched and searched and searched for him, but there was no sign of Ogundare or the golden artifacts. Meanwhile, Arike's sorrow turned into anger and resentment. She questioned whether Ogundare was worth waiting for, whether their love was strong enough to withstand the trials and tribulations that fate had placed before them. In her despair, Arike sought solace in the arms of her childhood friend, a brave hunter named Ade. Though Ade had long harbored feelings for Arike, he had never dared to confess them, knowing that her heart belonged to another. But as the days turned into weeks and then into months, Arike found herself drawn into Ade's comforting presence, and their friendship blossomed. The villagers were surprised and shocked to see Arike going out with Ade. They wondered if the love she ever confessed for Ogundare was real. They said, "I thought Arike loved Ogundare. How come she's following Ade so fast without waiting to see if Ogundare is alive or not?" Arike, without paying attention to what the villagers are saying, continued with Ade's friendship, and their friendship blossomed into something deeper. And before everyone could know it, Arike and Ade were already engaged. Just when it seemed that Arike had found a new path to happiness, another twist of fate brought Ogundare back to the village. He returned triumphant. The villagers were shocked to see him, and they wondered what had kept him all this while. Ogundare went ahead to narrate that a young warrior in the village named Kunle attacked him on his way back from the 7 rivers, where he went to collect the artifact from the warrior who stole it, and hit his head, thinking he was dead. Luckily, a young man saw him along the road and picked him up to his house, took care of him for months until he recovered fully and was ready to return back to the village. The villagers were shocked to hear this and were so mad at Kunle for doing that kind of a thing. Kunle went ahead to explain that he was jealous of Ogundare's success. He was jealous of the way Ogundare's name was praised throughout the community. That was why he decided to attack Ogundare on his way back from the 7 rivers. And Ogundare, luckily, did not die. So the villagers pounced on Kunle and sent him out of the village, never to return again. Upon learning of Arike's engagement to Ade, Ogundare's heart shattered into a million pieces. He realized the depth of his mistake in leaving her behind and vowed that no matter the cost, Arike should have waited for him. Arike should have at least be sure that he is no longer in existence before moving ahead into the arms of another man. Arike, who was surprised to see Ogundare but was already so into Ade's love, apologized to Ogundare, telling him that perhaps they were never meant to be, that how else would he justify their wedding being cut off on the very day of the occasion, that he should please move on with someone else, that she has found true love in Ade. Ogundare was heartbroken to hear Arike say this, but he had no choice as he wasn't willing to fight for a woman. He gave his blessings to Arike and Ade's union and continued his life as the warrior, and he was given a chieftaincy title for being the warrior that always risks his life for the people of Ilaja. Arike and Ade got married in a very grand wedding ceremony. The villagers were happy, including Ogundare, Arike's former betrothed, and they lived happily ever after. Thank you so much for watching Onyi Stories and Folktales, and please, if you haven't subscribed, support us by clicking on the subscribe button, like, comment and share. Also click on the notification button so when we post more interesting stories, you'll be the first to get them. My name is Onyi Stories and Folktales. See you in my next video. Bye bye.